Hi, this is Mike Regan with TranzAct's 2-minute warning for the week of July 23rd. Folks, we're in the dog days of summers and it's hot outside. Finally got some rain here in Chicago. But one of the things we want to turn our attention to is a point that we've emphasized in some previous 2-minute warnings, and that is to pay attention to the things that are happening that could affect your supply chain. Last week, the United States Postal Service announced that they may have a default where they're not going to be able to make the payments for future retiree benefits. Now, this isn't likely to affect your mail on an immediate basis, but what it underscores is that there are some significant, we're talking multi-billion-dollar loss issues occurring at the Postal Service. Now, why should you be concerned about this? Well, because for a lot of companies, the post office is an incredibly important part of their supply chain. Now, that's just one of the things that are happening. One of the things we've talked about in some other 2-minute warnings are the things that are happening with port negotiations. Now, organizations like RILA, the Retail Industry Leaders Association, and others are encouraging the unions and the management to come together and avoid a strike. But what if it does occur in early fall? How is your company going to react? Now, with that thought in mind, there are 3 things we always come back to, and we want to once again encourage you to consider these 3 things. First of all, you need to get informed. How do we do that? Well, a lot of the trade journals have all this information. But if you want some real hands-on information and some strategies that you can consider using right away, you're going to want to make plans to attend the Council of Supply Chain Management Professionals annual conference in Atlanta on September 30th to October 2nd. Folks, this is a fantastic conference. There are all sorts of tracks that are dealing with critical supply chain issues and how these issues affect your companies. More importantly, you get to interact with your peers and you can get some great contacts so that if you need to pick up the phone or talk to somebody about how these issues are affecting their companies and how they're likely to affect your companies, you can get that information. The second thing we want you to do is take that information and disseminate it to people throughout your organization. A couple of weeks ago, I was talking to a director of logistics about the stuff that was going on at the ports. And so I just asked him, well, have you shared this information with other people within your organization, the finance and accounting people, the purchasing people? I mean, get a lot of imports and that type of thing. And he goes, Mike, I'm so busy, I haven't had a chance to pass that along. But folks, it's important for you to do that. And the third thing we want you to do is to develop an action plan about how your company will react if some of these issues become realities. If there's a disruption in the Postal Service or at the ports, how will your company react? Now, with each and every 2-minute warning, we're here to remind you, we're on your team and we're here to help. So if you want some great information or some ideas about how your company can develop some sound supply chain strategies, give us a call today here at TranzAct. Thanks for your time.